Hello everyone, welcome back to the next episode of The Tales of Food. This is Livy and we are about to read part 3 and 4 of this chapter. So let's get to it. Right now, this title here, it means boy in a bag. Part 1 and part 2, so we will be reading this part 3 and 4 together in this video. Let's get to it.
哎，少主你看，这里有辆马车。
Eh? Xiaozu, look, there is a carriage. In the middle of the woods where the food nightmare came from, there is a hidden carriage. A cute horsey is resting on the ground. The carriage is full of cargo, not a shadow of a person to be seen anywhere. Maybe that food nightmare just now has scared away the people on the carriage. You can see that they didn't have time to take away their goods.
少主，车厢里怎么有个抖动的麻袋？
Young miss, why is there a trembling handbag in the carriage? Maybe it's some chicken, ducks, geese, or other poultries that they left behind. Let's open it and take a look. Jijing appeared. Jijing, it would be like chicken essence or chicken stock. But that's not his actual name, you'll see it later.
少主，他是
Xiaozu, he is. Jirong Jinsi Sun? Jirong Jinsi Sun. This one is a bit hard to pronounce. Whatever. How did you? The teenager constantly struggled, white glaring eyes filled with fury. Hukang promptly removes the rag in his mouth.
哪里来的登徒子，竟敢侮辱本少爷！快把我放了！
From where did you lectures come from? To have the cheek to humiliate this young master. Hurry and release me. He used the word 顶徒子, which is apparently a famous lecherous character. So it could be used to say a lecher or a skirt chaser. Zero Jinsi Sun. Sun. I'm so used to calling it Sun, not Sun. Sun. Zero Jinsi Sun. Whatever. Fried golden bamboo shoot with minced chicken. Jinzi enjoys food. So this first line here. This line here, I don't know what it means. Jinzi, it's apparently an ancient town in Shanghai, I think. And I couldn't find like a specific literal translate. Maybe it just means gold and maybe a pool or some area like marsh or something. And this character means to enjoy, to benefit or something like that. And this is just fuzo. So together, I don't know what this means. And then this part here, traveling all over the world. Here it means 4 seas, so sometimes it can also mean the world. So, and this means swim. So traveling all over the world, or traveling over the 4 seas, something like that. Spirit from the Qing Dynasty era, young master Qin Sisun, fellow foot member of Zhu Cunyan with Fort Haoqiang, the type to look down on all living things, occasionally designs fashionable clothes for special people. There are 3 options, but unlike Fort Haoqiang, this one leads to all the same answers. The first one says, I want to hear a polite request. The second one, I will untie you at once. And this one here is, hey, I refuse to release you.
你竟敢让本少爷这么狼狈，本少爷让你吃不了兜着走！
You dare let this young master be in this difficult... You dare let this young master... Hold on. Water. You dare let this young master be in this much of a difficult position. This young master will make you carry the consequences. And from here, you just pretty much battle him even though he's tied up, but then the next part will be immediately after the battle scene. Well, I say scene, but it's just Chibi's fighting. Rong son, do you remember who I am?
哼，这世上只有最为 beautiful 的事物能入得了本少爷的眼。你这种乡下土包子，谁会记得？
Only the most beautiful things in the world can catch the eyes of this young master. You're just a country bumpkin. Who would remember you? Yeah, so he would he would have some English words here and there, and it's just the first time I saw it, it just surprised me that it's suddenly beautiful in here.
诶，你怎么会知道我本名姬荣金丝笋啊？
Huh? How did you know my real name is Rong What did I write? Oh my god. Rong Son. I just typoed his name for a long time in my translations. Oh wow. Rong Son. You have outstanding good looks, brimming over with talent. Those who know foot souls ought to be able to guess it's you. In this sentence, you can sense that something is funny if you can recognize the character here. Before, our character would refer to him as you, with just ni. This is using nin, which is a more polite form of you. So to hear our character suddenly changing their tone is to pretty much, it's pretty much for this guy's ego.
哼，没看出来，你这个土包子山贼还挺 fashion 的嘛。
You don't look like it. You didn't look like it. You're a country bumpkin bandit with some fashion, huh? This part is a bit difficult. Here, this part I didn't understand very well. And because it's a random English word here, I just couldn't translate the whole sentence properly, or I just struggled with these words in particular. 没看出来, which was like he couldn't see it from like at first glance, or I couldn't see it from like first glance. Essentially, yeah, that's good enough. Bandit, is there any misunderstanding here? But also, how did you end up packed in a sack?
哼，本少爷在海外归来，下船打了辆车，想去聚春院找我哥佛跳墙，没想到路上遇到山贼。
This young master who had just returned from overseas had called a carriage to go to Zhuchunyan after disembarking from a ship to find my brother Fo Taoqiang. I didn't expect to encounter a bandit on the way. You are going to Zhuchunyan to find Fo Taoqiang? That's great. We finally found someone who knows the way.
我可没说过我失落。本少爷在欧洲已经游历2年多了，谁还记得福州城的路怎么走啊？
I never said I knew the way. This young master has been traveling in Europe for more than 2 years. Who can still remember the way to Fuzhou City?
少主不必担心，既然知道此地离福州城不远，还能够找到佛跳墙，如此便是最好的消息了。
小猪 need not worry. Since we know that this place is not far from Fuzhou City, it's still possible to find Fo Taoqiang. This is already good news. You are right. Moreover, there's still a carriage here to ride. Let's get in the carriage first. When the boat gets to the pier ahead, it will go straight with the current. There's an idiom. I think at the back here I didn't make note. But the idiom is I translated it quite literally, but the idiom means everything will be alright.
什么？你也要见佛跳墙？你也是我哥的 fans 吗？
What? You want to see Fo Taoqiang too? Are you also fans of my brother?
我拒绝。往日围在府前想要见我哥的 fans 实在是太多了，整条街都被堵得水泄不通。
I refuse. There were too many fans who wanted to see my brother in front of the official residence in the old days. The whole street was so clogged that not one drop of water could trickle through. This little young master, for our sake of having saving you once, take us to see for Tiao Chiang in return. Is that acceptable? A flattering smile was squeezed out against my will for Zhirong Jinsi Sun. Zhirong Jinsi Sun looks at me up and down, tidy up his clothes a little.
算了，看在你诚心诚意的份上，不过你得答应我，见完人马上离开，可不许赖着不走。
Forget it, for the sake of your sincerity. But you must promise me you must leave immediately after seeing him. You are not allowed to refuse to leave. You are not allowed to refuse to leave. Of course, naturally. It should be so. Then, little young master, please get on the carriage first. And that's it for part 2 of part 2. And for the next video, we will see for Tiao Chiang. So I'll see you in the next video. This is Livy, and thank you for sticking around for these wonky translations. I'll see you next time in the next video. Bye.